Um, Hello and welcome back to the GalPals Podcast, rated 5 stars on
YouTube
YouTube
and by us.
and by us.
And let's get into it.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm Grace Walton.
and I'm Morgan McAllister.
Yay!
Third episode.
Episode 3.
Yeah,
We're gonna be talking about music, right?
yeah, music.
Music.
I'm really looking forward to this.
How many songs do you have your Spotify? Like in your likes?
I think liking is too hard, so I don't do the
You don't
likes.
do that? Okay.
No,
So,
but
how
I have
do
a
you?
good 12 hours on one of my biggest
Okay.
playlists of music.
I have around I think I have like 200 songs liked on my Spotify.
Okay.
Because some songs, so I have a lot of playlists on my Spotify.
Yeah.
I make a playlist for pretty much anything and everything.
Yeah.
I have a playlist specifically for escapism.
Oh,
I just zone out into the music and I just stare off at a wall.
Pink Floyd is good for that.
Yeah, but I don't listen to Pink Floyd.
I don't either.
I listen to
I just look at the wall. I don't even listen to it.
I don't care about how to really describe my music genre, but
Yeah.
yours is really grungy from recent
When
listens.
you look at so my biggest playlist, it has everything from the 60s all the way up until my grunge music.
Yeah,
And I think it's very vast when I look
you
at
do
it.
have. It's a vast
Yeah.
selection, but at the same time, it falls underneath a very specific genre, which I can't really put my finger on.
Yeah, me
You listen
either.
to a lot of it's almost sounds bluesies, but it's not.
When I look at my music, I often think if I didn't know me, I would think the person listening to that music is depressed. When I look at the music, that
you
person's
have
clearly depressed, and they need help. When I look
my
at
music kind of looks very similar to that. Let's pull up my music.
Yeah, let's pull up
Actually,
your
let's pull my music because I
Although
actually
we can't play any of it
no
because we don't want
no copyright.
DMCA.
I have a lot of TikTok audios because I'm on TikTok a lot and a lot of J-pop
Yeah.
surprisingly,
Oh, okay.
which is not to be confused with K-pop.
No, no.
But I think I don't know what it is because I have a lot of anime openings
Oh,
just kind of sprinkled in there.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I have a whole playlist just for anime songs, like songs from animes and like games.
Mhm.
What is this? This is your superior
This is my
playlist. I'm
superior
gonna go
playlist.
through this. We got a lot of that's just only a little bit.
I was really
that.
deep into Billy Joel
Oh
at the
God!
time.
Oh God!
Oh,
Mhm.
no.
God, I don't use
Yeah,
your kind
be
of phone.
careful because your fingers
Yeah,
just kind of.
I have little fingers.
Yeah, sometimes my hands kind of tap into things.
We actually have the same version of Eleanor Rigby.
Yeah, from their one album,
from the one
the Red album.
because the one from the Boogles,
Yeah. What?
the Boog.
Is it the Buggles?
I think it's
that
the
you're talking about?
Buggles.
The
I don't
guy
know.
with the big glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the
He
Buggles.
he also did the version of it.
Oh, wow.
I don't know which one came first. I personally don't really care.
Yeah.
But his is a lot more. It starts with just this really weird.
Well, he was in the 80s type thing.
Yeah.
Was it more of a poppy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Elton John. Okay.
This is when I went into my Sinatra
Franks
kind
and
of
a
situation.
lot of Frank Sinatra. REO Speedwagon. My mom hates REO Speedwagon. Do you know that?
I have one of their albums, but I don't know.
Like on what?
On vinyl.
Oh, do you have a? Okay, I'm back.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, I went off on a little rant about Greta Van Fleet and how much I hate them.
What was it? I was saying my mom hated REO Speedwagon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just thinks her voice sounds really easily. I can't find this feeling anymore.
Yeah, there's a lot of those bands back then too. They sounded a lot of the same stuff, like 80s kind of like hair bands almost.
Yeah.
Sounded very alike. Like Journey, REO Speedwagon, probably the Police.
Oh,
There's a lot of those bands that sound so similar to each other.
I get the oh my gosh, they sing.
Which one?
It's the Go-Go's, ABBA, and
I
the
love
Be
ABBA.
yeah, and the Beagles. Not the Beagles. The Bangles.
The
The Bangles.
Okay, the Bangles.
I always get all those three of them mixed up
Yeah.
because they sound so similar. Because they're like dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, it's just
really
stuff
like
you're supposed to dance to.
yeah, it's like it's specific dance music. Did you know ABBA?
ABBA.
ABBA. I probably say ABBA. ABBA is actually they're off in Finland, right?
Yeah,
They
somewhere
learned,
in Norway.
yeah,
Well,
somewhere
not Norway, but Scandinavia.
up in,
Scandinavia.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're like they
Swedish.
call,
I've heard from
or
our producer that they're Swedish.
they're Swedish, but all they didn't know a lick of English, so they learned all the songs phonetically.
Oh,
Yeah, so they don't know what they're singing. That's why sometimes the songs kind of sound like some of the lyrics just don't make
do they
sense.
still not know English? I would hope they would
I
now.
hope they know now,
Because they had a
hopefully.
lot of commercial success over here.
Yeah.
When-
I would hope over time they learned English, but
When they did My Big Fat Greek Wedding, I think they got a lot of commercial success.
yeah. Also probably when they did Mamma Mia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like practically an entire album is in that movie.
Yeah.
I love Mamma Mia. Have you ever finished it?
I'm hearing from our producer, a couple of them can speak a little bit of English, but not much. Oh, very good English?
Very good English? Okay.
Very good English. Okay.
Yeah. So I
think they won Eurovision when they sang Waterloo
yeah.
back then, which is one of my favorite songs by them as well.
My favorite song for them has to be Mamma Mia. I'm gonna be honest.
I thought Dancing Queen.
Mamma Mia and Dancing Queen, they switch places a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like both of them you can really kind of get down into it.
I think The Winner Takes It All is another good one I like.
Yeah. See, I watched Mamma Mia, and that's pretty much where I got all my love for that. Like, if you go through my songs, there's a few songs I have in there by them. Let's see if you go through it. Yeah, we got Our Last Summer, but I think that's I think it's by them, right?
I mean, it's in Mamma Mia.
It's under Mamma Mia, but it has a man singing in it as well.
And Meryl Streep is singing the actual Mamma Mia song, so I don't know who. Maybe they wrote these songs.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Mamma Mia is a musical, though. It's a very strange musical. But since we're talking about music, can we talk about musicals?
Yeah, we can talk about musicals. Yeah.
Wow, musicals
We
are...
touched into them a little bit last week.
When we were talking about Elton John.
Yeah.
Because our last week episode was about music as well. This is our second... No.
There's been movies.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was, because we were talking about our favorite genre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we started talking about musicals, I think. And we went off on tangents, but that's okay.
Yeah. Because we were talking because Elton John had the movie that was like a musical. Yeah. And, did you know Elton John has a TikTok?
I think I did just I found that out the
I
other
just
day.
found that, yeah, I did too. I was like, what? You're so old.
Yeah, and then people in the comments were
phone?
like, I'm going to follow you because you seem like a really small creator and you need the support. And I thought it was funny. Like, all these people are like, you're a small creator, I'm going to support you.
That's hilarious.
And because he's like...
Yeah, he's totally a small creator. Not that he was like a giant thing back in the 80s and 70s. Yeah, totally. No, musicals. Hamilton was a Broadway success.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Hamilton.
I had a Hamilton phase back in like 8th grade.
I think everybody did.
Everyone did. It was like right in the 2017 era is when Hamilton really got big, which is funny because it came out in 2015. That's when the official release for the music came out. Because I remember I was at camp in 2015.
Yeah.
And I vividly remember listening to the Hamilton track on like the little CD radio thing that they had in the cabin.
Oh yeah.
Gosh, we're like so pale that we just keep getting fleshed out by the light.
I know.
And I don't think the mask helps because the mask is also we both wearing like light blue masks.
It only works when it's the lighting is so crazy.
It's okay because it only really cares about our voice, right?
Yeah.
Our voice is what matters most.
Yeah. Use your voice.
My voice. Yeah, we're talking about music.
Yeah.
Were you ever in choir?
Yeah, in grade school. Producer is doing some stuff to enhance the listener experience.
We were talking about... Oh, I thought we had microphones.
Yeah.
We don't.
We don't?
I couldn't find it.
Maybe they were his microphones.
Maybe I think half the stuff he brought was just his personal things.
Yeah.
Because little Morgan Mead worked in, or rest in peace, he died. Yeah. He's actually not dead, viewers and listeners. Yeah. He's just left the school. Morgan, if you're listening to this, we miss you. Come back. What was the last song you listened to? Back to the topic of the podcast. What's the last song you listened to?
The last song I listened to, I think it was something by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but I don't know what song it was.
I never really got into them. I never got into Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Really? I mean, that's understandable. A lot of people don't like them.
I don't know. I like Green Day. I do like Green Day.
I think Green Day's a bit overrated. And a bit strong. Like they come off very strong.
The only bad songs by Green Day are the ones that's like all about love, such as what's it, Amy. I didn't like her album Dose.
I only know them for
Dookie.
For like 21 Guns. That's one song I really like from them. Boulevard of Broken Dreams and American Idiot.
Okay.
Those are like the 3 songs I listened to a lot during my emo edgy phase in middle school. Because Morgan would remember my emo phase when I was in middle school. Because I would only wear flannel, and I still only wear flannel. Though I it's not for the purpose of trying to look like I'm out of a Hot Topic ad.
Yeah.
I looked like. Yeah, they have ads. They have a whole Instagram page.
See them all the time.
Yeah, if you walk through the mall, you just when there's we're talking about music.
Yeah, we're supposed to be about music. Come on.
And you're saying that you're Jewish. It reminds me very vividly of how gospel songs. I was in choir.
Okay.
I was in a church choir when I went to Catholic school. So I also sang the hymns.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys have ever been to a church before. I don't know. I don't think you have. But there's a part when they sing something like "Praise God," and then the crowd would say it back like "Praise God."
And
I was the person. To me, it was. It's kind of a weird thing, but you do that, and I was the person who stood up and said it with a group of other girls.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That sounds really interesting.
It was
Yeah.
So I wasn't. I actually used to have like favorite gospel songs.
Yeah.
Because
Which ones were your favorite?
Oh my god, like Hallelujah.
Oh, that's everybody's favorite.
Everyone likes it. There's some other ones like God's Knocking at Your Door.
Mine was This Little Light of Mine.
This little light of mine.
I'm gonna let it
shine. Yeah, there's a lot of songs which kind of would get stuck in your head after church.
Yeah, that one was one of my favorite ones.
Yeah. Though I'm no longer avid practicing Catholic, but I used to be. I actually wanted to be a nun, and I remember I had 2 teachers at my school who were nuns, and both of them left, but they were still there when I was there.
Okay.
And I remember Sister Lucetta was her name, and I remember I told her I wanted to be a nun, and we had this pageant. At the end, we had a whole pageant. We had a Christmas pageant for the pre-K through 4th graders. And the whole pageant was obviously just you just sing. Yeah. And I remember in the crowd was like pretty much like half the coven of
nuns.
Of nuns. And the Sister Lucetta introduced me to them. This one was being coven of nuns.
That's what term for it is.
Convent, the whole convent. You join the order of the sisters. I like the idea that they kind of look like a coven if you think about it.
Yeah.
They act like a coven.
Did you know I live next to nuns?
I think you did know that.
Yeah.
But there's only like one nun left, right?
There's only one. Her name is Sister Emmanuel. She's really nice. She's like 90, but she's really spry. But she's so nice.
I always kind of wonder if like nuns and sisters join the convent and the order just to have a bunch of like kissy time with like girls.
I don't think any.
Do you think?
No.
Do you think there's a possibility there's like a lesbian nun and it's like they play like Among Us, but in real life it's like she's the imposter, she's the lesbian.
Julie Andrews was questionable in Sound of Music.
The girl who sang like the 1960s version, "It's my party."
Yeah.
She's actually a lesbian. She came out in 2004.
Oh wow.
And she had multiple partners before it, but no one knew because back in 1960 you couldn't just announce that you were a lesbian and expect to be popular. Yeah. But fun fact, because that has to do with music.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember on the top of that pageant I had to do. Because that involves music. My last year at that school, my 5th grade year, our spring pageant, because there's a Christmas pageant and a spring pageant.
Okay.
The Christmas pageant deals with the birth of Christ, as you do.
As Christmas does.
As Christmas does at a Catholic school. But for the spring pageant has a different theme every year. And the theme I had was Motown, like the music.
Mm-hmm.
The year before it was like Disney music, which is so much cooler because what fifth grader back in 2015?
Do they even know Motown?
Yeah, like we had no idea what Motown was. And our class had to sing Sugar Pie Honey Bunch. And every time it comes on the radio, I have like haunted flashbacks of me having to practice that song over and over and over again for like literally months.
Sounds like a nice thing,
And then I had a whole choreography and everything. Wow. Yeah, there was choreography. So all the grades had to perform a song, and then because like the grades are so small, like it was like 20 kids in one grade at my school, but the entire school or the school classes that were participating had to sing a song together, and we sang "Ain't No Mountain High Enough" with whatever the blind guy was. I don't remember his name.
That's all right.
He's so popular. You think I remember his name?
What did he do?
He Ain't No Mountain High Enough with another girl. But
and he's blind.
He's blind.
Producer?
Yeah.
Do we have any word on that?
He was the blind.
Ain't No Mountain High Enough?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking Jackie.
His name starts with an F. I know that. But I remember we had like a whole choreography for it. It's like, ain't no mountain. Marvin Gaye, thank you.
Not blind.
I thought he was blind.
No.
You're thinking of Ray Charles, I think.
Ray Charles or
Stevie Wonder, perhaps?
Stevie Wonder's the blind guy. That's who I'm thinking of.
Well, they're both blind. Right.
Are they both?
Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder.
I was thinking Stevie Wonder. I thought Stevie Wonder sang Ain't No Mountain High Enough. But Marvin Gaye, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're getting a hard to five from our producer, so we have 5 minutes.
Yes. And,
Yeah?
Okay, back to topic. I had to sing the song.
Oh,
It was really bad. I hated it.
Let's finish off with some of our favorite artists of all time.
Okay. How about you go first?
Okay, some of my favorite artists. Band-wise, I think the Counting Crows are really good, and so is Stone Temple Pilots. Nirvana is probably the best one. And then for artists, Elton John tops everybody. Even though I don't think he's a rock star. A lot of people consider him a rock star. I don't think he's a rock star.
He's a pop star.
Billy Joel is really good. They both play the piano.
Isn't he dead?
No, neither of them are dead. He's just bald.
Oh. I keep thinking, like, I always get Billy Joel and Billy Joel and, I don't know, keep going on.
We're going to have some kids coming through here.
We're going to have a little bit of a brief interruption.
Yeah. But anyway.
Those are your favorite artists?
Yeah, those are my favorite
artists. One of my top 5. I've had to go to top 5. One of them totally has to be, because I'm more into pop, modern music.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Mother.
Mother. I've heard Cameron likes them, so I've heard.
I've
never heard any of their music, so I don't know.
They fall underneath alternative rock.
Okay.
Them I also really enjoy. For single artists, well, they're not single anymore. They're actually. I don't know if I'm saying they're single artists or not. Probably, again, ABBA. I have a lot of songs from ABBA, or ABBA, whatever you want to call it, on my playlist. Definitely, it's pretty much just a Mamma Mia soundtrack. Anything from High School Musical 2, adore it. Specifically that one song, I Don't Dance, which, has apparently a lot of weird queer undertones. Talking about, like, how it's, like, a metaphor for, like, being gay.
Yeah.
There's a whole video about it, but not the point.
Yeah.
I really like them. I also really,
Go to your on repeat playlist.
Let's go. Where is that?
What's on repeat? Just search. Oh, there you go. These are songs that are on repeat that you're constantly listening to.
Oh, okay. Beach Bunny. That's actually a band I listen to a lot.
I've never heard of them.
God, look how like bright we are. We look like ghosts.
God, okay.
That's horrible. Ugh,
now it's a
yeah. So I said ABBA, Mother, Beach Bunny. Those are 3. That would be my top 3 from what I listen to a lot.
All right.
And you said 4. I also say Conan Gray. Just throw it in there. Conan Gray has some pretty good songs as well.
Yeah. The Beatles. I think the Beatles are pretty good.
I listen to like 2 songs of the Beatles.
The Beatles. I think there's certain days where I like the Beatles, and there's other days where I don't.
It's just kind of like you have to be in the Beatles mood.
Yeah, there's
Our
moods for the Beatles.
a good friend of who's not in this podcast, Ailey.
Yeah.
They listened to the Beatles the last time I checked.
Okay. Oh, I think a lot of people do.
Yeah,
Whether it's consciously or subconsciously, I think.
I think everyone has at least listened to "Here Comes the Sun" at least once.
Yeah.
If you haven't,
the B movie.
Yeah, everyone's seen the B movie, and if you haven't, go watch the B movie. You uncultured swine.
Jerry Seinfeld, who makes the best TV show ever.
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld. But anyway, we should probably wrap it up here.
Yes. Thank you for watching / listening to the GalPals Podcast.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you guys Thursday. Your guns, right?
Yes, September 2nd. Oh, you can hear the audience clapping for us. But there we go. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Say it better. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.